Greetings to all, welcome back. Today we are going to learn second part of the lesson 9. Okay, second part of lesson 9, freedom struggle movement in Tamil Nadu. Freedom struggle movement in Tamil Nadu. First of all, government's repressive measures. Government's repressive measures. Rowlatt Act. Okay, Rowlatt Act. About Rowlatt Act, we have learned a lot of things. Okay. In the First World War, India participated. First World War started in 1914 and it came to an end in 1918. So 1914 to 1918, First World War. In this war, India participated, that we know. So, Indians expected more reforms from Britain. Okay, Indians participated and they expected more reforms from Britain. But in 1919, the British government passed a draconian, anarchical and revolutionary crimes act. Okay, British government passed a draconian, anarchical and revolutionary crimes act, that is கொடூரமான குழப்பவாத புரட்சி குற்ற சட்டம். Okay, கொடூரமான குழப்பவாத புரட்சி குற்ற சட்டம். It is also known as Rowlatt Act. It is also known as Rowlatt Act. This act was recommended by, this act was recommended by a committee. The head of that committee was Sir Sidney Rowlatt. Sir Sidney Rowlatt. So it was called as Rowlatt Act, the Act of 1919. Gandhiji called this Rowlatt Act as Black Act, that we have learned in the last lesson. Okay. Under this Rowlatt Act, anyone could be imprisoned. Okay, anyone could be imprisoned on charges of terrorism. On charges of terrorism without judicial process. Without a judicial process. Indians were aghast, that is surprised. Aghast means surprised at this. Gandhiji gave a voice to the anger of the people. Gandhiji gave a voice to the anger of the people. He followed the Satyagraha method. Satyagraha method that he had used in South Africa. He followed the Satyagraha method that he had used in South Africa. Okay. Next, Rowlatt Satyagraha 1919. Rowlatt Satyagraha 1919. On 18th March 1919, Gandhiji gave a speech addressed a meeting on Marina Beach. Meeting on Marina Beach. On 6th April 1919, Hartal was organized. Hartal means closing shops. All the shops were closed. So Hartal was organized to oppose the Black Act, that is Rowlatt Act. Okay. Protest demonstrations, arpatangal, were held at several parts of Tamil Nadu. Processions were held, Urvalangal. Processions were held. In Marina Beach, there was a large gathering. They spent the whole day to fasting and prayer in the Marina Beach. Fasting and prayer in the Marina Beach. Madras Satyagraha Sabha was formed. Rajaji, Kasturi Rangar, S. Satyamurthy and George Joseph addressed the meeting. Addressed means gave a speech. Okay, speech. A separate meeting of workers was there. V. Kalyana Sundaranar. Okay. In Tamil that is Thiruvi Kalyana Sundaranar. Okay. Kalyana Sundaranar. B.P. Wadia and VOC addressed the meeting. Kalyana Sundaranar, B.P. Wadia and VOC Vavu Chidambaranar addressed the meeting. The important aspect of this moment was the participation of working class people, students and women. Okay, working class people, students and women participated. That is the important aspect. Okay, next we will see Khilafat moment. The Jallianwala Bagh massacre occurred in 19 1919. General Reginald Dyer was responsible for this massacre. This and all already learned. But after this massacre, General Reginald Dyer was acquitted of all charges. Acquitted of all charges. Okay. That means in Tamil, எல்லா குற்றச்சாட்டுகளிலிருந்தும் விடுவிக்கப்பட்டார். Okay. And he was rewarded. After this massacre, that is after this Jallianwala Bagh massacre, Reginald Dyer was acquitted of all charges and he was rewarded also. Okay. You know, the First World War was in between 1914 and 18. After the First World War, the Caliph of Turkey was humiliated and his powers were confiscated, take away, understand, confiscated, they took the powers. In order to restore the Caliph of Turkey, the Khilafat movement was started. Many Muslims joined in this movement. In Tamilnadu, Khilafat Day was observed on 17th April 1920. In this day, a meeting was held. Okay, a meeting was held and it was presided over by Maulana Shaukat Ali, one of the Ali brothers. Okay, another conference was held at Erode. Okay, Erode. Vaniyambadi was as the epicenter of Khilafat agitation. Okay, Vaniyambadi was as the epicenter of Khilafat agitation. Next, we will see non-cooperation movement. Tamil Nadu was active during non-cooperation movement. C. Rajaji and E.V. Ramasamy Periyar became leaders. Rajaji worked hard with Yaqub Hassan. Yaqub Hassan was the founder of the Madras branch of Muslim League. Madras branch of Muslim League was founded by Yaqub Hassan. The Muslims and Hindus cooperated closely during non-cooperation movement. The Muslims and the Hindus cooperated closely during non-cooperation movement. Next, no tax campaign and temperance movement. That is movement against liquor. Movement against liquor is known as a temperance movement. No tax campaigns and temperance movement were considered as the part of non-cooperation movement. In many places, cultivators, that is farmers, opposed to pay taxes. No tax campaign took place in Tanjavur. Okay, no tax campaign, no need to pay tax. No tax campaign took place in Tanjavur. Councils, schools and courts were boycotted. That means refused to take part. Foreign goods were boycotted. Workers' strikes started all over the region. Among these strikes, many of them were directed by nationalist leaders. One of the important aspects of this movement was temperance movement. That is the movement against liquor. In November 1921, it was decided to organize civil disobedience. In which year? That is in November 1921. Rajaji, Subramania Sastry and E.V. Ramasamy were arrested. Okay, Rajaji, Subramania Sastry and E.V. Ramasamy were arrested. On 13th January 1922, the visit of Prince of Wales. Wales, that is the part of Great Britain, that is in the western side, part of Great Britain. So, Prince of Wales was boycotted. Now the Prince of Wales Charles. Okay. In those days, the Prince of Wales, Albert Edward VIII. Albert Edward VIII. He was the eldest son of Queen Victoria. He was the eldest son of Queen Victoria. Anyhow, 1922, visit of Prince of Wales was boycotted. In police repression, 2 were killed. Many injured. Okay, many of them got injury. The non-cooperation movement was withdrawn in 1922. In 1922, in Chowri Chowra incident, 22 policemen were killed. Okay, in the Chowri Chowra incident, 22 policemen were killed. Next, Swarajist and Justicides rivalry. Okay, Swarajist and Justicides rivalry. After the withdrawal of non-cooperation movement, the Congress was divided into 2 groups. Okay, the withdrawal of the non-cooperation movement, Congress was divided into 2 groups. This also already came. Okay, we have learned. First one, no changes. Second one, pro changes. No changes means they don't want any change. That is, those who don't want changes. Pro changes, they need changes. They like changes. Okay. No changes, Patel, Rajaji, particularly Gandhian followers. No changes, Gandhian followers. Pro changes, Motilal Nehru, C.R. Das, Chittaranjan Das. The no changes continuously boycott the councils. No changes continuously boycott the councils. Pro changes want us to contest in the elections. Want us to contest in the elections for the council. Rajaji and other Gandhian followers opposed the council entry. Rajaji and other Gandhian followers opposed the council entry. Okay, opposed the council entry. Kasturi Rangar, M.A. Ansari and Rajaji advocated the boycott of the councils. Opposition came. So, Motilal Nehru and C.R. Das formed Swarajya Party. Motilal Nehru and C.R. Das formed Swarajya Party within the Congress. In Tamil Nadu, the leaders of the Swarajists were Srinivasanar and Satyamurthy. In Tamil Nadu, leaders of the Swarajists, Srinivasanar and Satyamurthy. Next, Subbarayan Ministry. In Madras provincial elections held in 1926. Okay, in Madras provincial elections held in which year? 1926. In this election, the Swarajists won the majority of the elected seats. Okay, Swarajists won the majority of the elected seats. But it did not accept the policy of the Congress. Okay, the Swarajists did not accept the policy of the Congress. Instead of that, the Swarajists supported an independent Suyetchi Vedpala, independent B. Subbarayan. Okay, B. Subbarayan to form the ministry. The Swarajists did not contest the 1930 elections. So, victory was very easy to the Justice Party. Okay, in the 1930 elections, the Swarajists did not contest. So, victory is very easy to the Justice Party. The Justice Party ruled up to 1937. Next, Simon Commission boycott. In 1927, a statutory commission was organized under Sir John Simon. Okay, in 1927, a statutory commission was organized under Sir John Simon to review the Act of 1919, and to suggest reforms. Okay. So, 1927, a statutory commission, Chattaburvanayam, was organized under Sir John Simon to review the Act of 1919 and to suggest reforms. Okay, but it was a great disappointment to the Indians. Okay, it was a great disappointment to the Indians. What is the reason? No, it was an all white commission. It was an all white commission. It did not have any Indian member. Okay, any Indian member. So the Congress boycotted the Simon Commission. In Madras, Simon boycott propaganda committee. Simon boycott propaganda committee Pracharukulu was set up. Yes, Satyamurthy was its president. Yes, Satyamurthy was its president. The Simon Commission came to Madras on 18th February 1929. Black flags were waved. Okay, black flags were waved against Simon Commission. Next, civil disobedience movement towards Purna Swaraj. The Madras session of the Congress was held in 1927. Complete independence was its goal. Okay, they need full freedom, complete independence. In 1929, Lahore session of the Congress held Purna Swaraj, that is complete independence only. That is its goal. Okay, next one. On 26th January 1930, the national flag was hoisted by Nehru on the banks of the river Ravi as the Declaration of Independence. Okay, 26th January 1930. The national flag was hoisted by Nehru on the banks of river Ravi as the Declaration of Independence. River Ravi, it is one of the branches of river Indus. River Indus has 5 branches: Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas, Satluj. Okay. Next, salt march to Vedaranyam. Salt march to Vedaranyam. The Viceroy did not accept demands of Gandhiji. Viceroy did not accept the demands of Gandhiji. So, Gandhiji launched the civil disobedience movement. Civil disobedience movement. Rajaji organized salt satyagraha march to Vedaranyam. March to Vedaranyam. On April 1930, the march started from Tiruchirappalli. It reached Vedaranyam on 28th April. 28th April. For this march, okay, so that is it reached Vedaranyam on 28th April. That is on April 1930, the march started from Tiruchirappalli and it reached Vedaranyam on 28th April. For this march, a special song was composed by Namakkalvi Ramalinganar. That is in Tamil, Namakkalvi Ramalingam Pillai. Okay, composed by Namakkalvi Ramalinganar. A special song with the lines: a war is ahead, sons, sword, sons, bloodshed. Join this march. Okay, a war is ahead, sons, sword, sons, bloodshed. Join this march. That is, கத்தியின்றி இரத்தமின்றி யுத்தம் ஒன்று வருகுது, சத்தியத்தின் நித்தியத்தை நம்பும் யாவும் சேருவீர். ஓகே, கத்தியின்றி இரத்தமின்றி யுத்தம் ஒன்று வருகுது, சத்தியத்தின் நித்தியத்தை நம்பும் யாரும் சேருவீர். The police brutally cracked down the march. Yet, the marching satyagrahis were provided a warm reception along the route. When they reached Vedaranyam, 12 volunteers under the leadership of Rajaji broke the salt law by picking up salt. Rajaji was arrested. T.S. Rajan, Rukmani Lakshmipati, Sardar Vedaratnam, C. Swaminathan and K. Santanam were the prominent leaders, that is important leaders, who participated in the Vedaranyam salt satyagraha. Now widespread agitations in Tamil districts. Okay, under the leadership of T. Prahasam and K. Nageshwara Rao, set up a camp at Udayavanam near Madras. The police arrested them. It led to a hartal in Madras. Hartal means closing shops, that you know. On 27th April 1930, clashes started with the police in Tiruvallikeni. It lasted for 3 hours and 3 of them died. The volunteers who started salt satyagraha in Rameswaram were arrested. Mill workers started strike. Women also participated enthusiastically, very happily. Rukmani Lakshmipati was the first woman to pay penalty for violation of salt laws. One word answer, one word question. Rukmani Lakshmipati was the first woman to pay penalty for violation of salt laws. Okay, violation of salt laws. Police brutally suppressed the movement. Bhashyam, popularly known as Arya. Bhashyam, name of a person. He has another one named Arya. Hoisted the national flag atop Fort St. George on 26th January 1932. Now, martyrdom of Tirupur Kumaran, Veera Marana, martyrdom. Okay, Tirupur Kumaran was born on 1904 in Chennimalai, Erode district in Tamil Nadu. He was a great revolutionary. On 11th January 1932, in Tirupur, a procession carried national flags and sang patriotic songs. That procession was beaten by the police. OKSR Kumaraswamy, popularly known as Tirupur Kumaran, fell dead, holding the national flag aloft. He is hailed, that is appreciated as Kodikatha Kumaran. Kodikatha Kumaran, that's a Tamil word. Kodikatha Kumaran. He was keeping the national flag in his hand. Next, first Congress ministry. In the 1937 election, the Congress got victory. The Justice Party failed. The victory of the Congress clearly showed its popularity with the people. Rajaji formed the first Congress ministry. One word question. He introduced prohibition of liquor on an experimental basis in Salem. He introduced a sales tax to compensate for the loss of revenue. When the British involved India in the Second World War without consulting the elected Congress ministries. Okay, so the Congress resigned. Next, anti-Hindi agitation, Hindi Edirpu Poratam. Hindi was introduced as a compulsory subject in schools. It was one of the controversial charchaikurriya of Rajaji. This was considered to be a form of Aryan and North Indian imposition, detrimental, that is affected. That means Tamil language and culture. That means the Hindi language was imposed by the North Indian Aryans, and it affected Tamil language and culture. Okay, because of the imposition. By the North Indian Aryans, the Tamil culture and language was affected. Okay, next. So it created a resentment among the people. EVR led a massive campaign against it. EVR organized an anti-Hindi conference at Salem. It created a definite program of action. The Scheduled Caste Federation and the Muslim League supported the anti-Hindi agitation. Okay, the Scheduled Caste Federation and the Muslim League supported the anti-Hindi agitation. Two agitators died in prison. A rally was organized from Tiruchirappalli to Madras. A rally, that is like a procession, was organized from Tiruchirappalli to Madras. More than 1,200 protesters were arrested, including EVR, A.V. Ramasamy. After the resignation of the Congress ministry, the governor of Madras took the administration. He was charged. Okay, he took the charge. He removed Hindi as a compulsory subject. Okay, governor of Madras removed Hindi as a compulsory subject. Next, Quit India struggle. On 8th August 1942, the Quit India resolution was passed. Gandhiji gave a slogan, do or die. Okay, do or die. All the Congress leaders were arrested overnight. That is within a night. Maximum Congress leaders were arrested. K. Kamaraj, while returning from Bombay, he noticed that every railway station, the police waited with a list of local leaders. Okay, police waited with a list of local leaders and arrested them as they got down from the train. As they got down from the train, Kamaraj gave a slip to the police and got down at Arakonam itself. Okay, he got down at Arakonam itself. Then he worked underground. Okay, தலைமறைவாக இருந்து underground and organized, that is collected, people during the Quit India movement. During the Quit India movement. Next one, undying mass movement. Undying mass movement. தீராத மக்கள் இயக்கம். Okay, all sections of the people participated in the movement. Okay, all sections of the people participated in this undying mass movement. Workers' strikes started in different places, particularly in Buckingham and Carnatic Mills, Madras Port Trust, Madras Corporation, and the electric tramway. Okay, Buckingham and Carnatic Mills, Madras Port Trust, Madras Corporation, and electric tramway. Students of various colleges took active part in the protest, active part in the movement. Many young men and women joined the Indian National Army. Joined the Indian National Army, INA. Anyhow, Quit India movement was suppressed. Anyhow, Quit India movement was suppressed. The Royal Indian Navy mutiny and the negotiations by Labour Party government in England. Okay, the Royal Indian Navy mutiny and the negotiations by the Labour Party government in England, resulting in India's independence. Resulting in India's independence. But the sad news was, India was partitioned into two, India and Pakistan. India and Pakistan. Anyhow, we got independence on August 15, 1947. Okay, now we are living in independent India. Independent India. Okay, but thus I finish today's session. Okay, children, I'll meet you in the next session with the remaining part of this lesson. Thank you, students. Bye. Take care.